rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Young. Now here's Johnson. Clock at 6. There's the screen by Johnson. And there's the lob. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Young is so good in that pick and roll. He knows what the defense is going to do and then just sets up his teammate.
Now here's Paul. The 3 is up. On target from range. Paul's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. It's his first trip to the line. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
Now here's Bogdanovich. In his last outing, 8 points for him. There's Young with the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Devin Vassell. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Ball drives in. No good with a layup. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Johnson. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice. Johnson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Outside Johnson. Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Okongwu. It's stolen by Johnson. Back come the Spurs in transition.
He's got buddies. Sohan, a high flyer.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Johnson a screen on Paul. Young looking around. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Out of bounds, it'll be Spurs ball.
Spurs ball.
And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. On the wing, Vassell, defended by Bogdanovich. Vassell can't get it to go.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Paul's got 12 points in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
They lost both games to this team last year. Don't know if anyone noticed, but both clubs were just so bad. They felt embarrassed.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Yet to see a basket. The kick to Hunter. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Young with it. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. 15 points in the game. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. An insane quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Inside, Wembanyama. The rebound by Atlanta. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Wembanyama against Young. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Johnson a screen on Vassell. Bogdanovich finds Hunter. Second chance shot. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Spurs trail by 5. Outside Johnson. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Johnson. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Young against Paul. Right side Johnson. Outside Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over Vassell. Bogdanovich, no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Young against Paul. Fires for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Stand 2 of the greatest words in all of sports. Opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated. Everybody's optimistic. And everybody is eager to get going. Whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
Here's Bogdanovich. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And what a tough finish. When Bogdanovich scores through contact, it really helps with his confidence.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, Brian. Averages in double figures every year. Shoots it well from deep. A very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovich that you can rely on every night.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Vassell. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Paul with a steal. Now Young with a steal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Hunter. And he drives in. And finished off by Hunter.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Paul against Young. Oh, going up top. It's Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Vassell against Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Young against Paul. Young on the drive. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Paul. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Hunter. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Okongwu. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Young against Paul. The 3 from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Hunter. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And he recovers it. Young from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead. They lead by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their...
And looking ahead tonight. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, we've got Dyson Daniels. He's out there with Ricochet, and it's Capella in at the center position.
When he gets the ball inside, Branham knows not to waste a good scoring opportunity.
And Capella gets it to go.
Assist.
And the Hawks lead by 5.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
Stolen by Collins. About a minute played here in the second half. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
They set the pick. Pass to Matthews. The 3 ball. Rejected by Barnes. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Jones. Uses the glass on the layup.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Ricochet, and he jams it home with authority.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you got to be excited about Ricochet's future in this league.
And the basket by Branham.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Pass to Matthews. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, an action Capella knows well. Using his body to disrupt the defense and carve out some space to score.
Outside Jones. into the lane. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
An emphatic block by Capella, using his size and strength to shut the offense down.
Barnes, it's good.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Here's Daniels, defended by Jones. Here's Capella. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Capella's got 6.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Jones feels it out. To the middle. Here's Collins. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
After undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021, Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Gay. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third quarter here. Stolen by Collins. Back come the Spurs in transition. Hey, rejected by Capella.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Here's Mamukelashvili. No made baskets yet. Capella with a rebound. It's Daniels with a drive, and he converts the layup. And the Hawks lead by 7.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Branham. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Daniels passes to Capella. And there's a 3-second violation. A line change here for San Antonio.
Substitution on the court.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Wembanyama, screen on Young. Here's a 3 from Paul. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting locked. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 of the 3. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Bogdanovich up top. He's guarded by Vassell. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. Launches it. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here we go, all alone. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, and you got to go back to the defensive anticipation of Trae Young. He got that break started.
Here's Vassell. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Young. Okongwu, high post. No one near him. Sohan with a rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Vassell with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Wembanyama, pass to Paul. He drops it from range. Paul's got 20.
And Paul is very selective with his shot attempts, especially from deep. So you know he liked that look.
Pass to Hunter. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Wembanyama, screen on Young. Cole with the bucket. 22 points for him.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Young against Paul. Three-pointer. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Young against Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
And both free throws good for Young.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Young against Paul.
Well, he's been playing this game a few years now, so CP3 knows how to draw contact and get to the line.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Outside Young. Johnson a screen on Paul. Young the pass to Johnson. Hunter on the wing. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Spurs trail by 6. Down low. Back to Sohan. There's the screen by Johnson. And it's Sohan off the drive. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Pass to Okongwu. Young against Paul.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Fearless from Young inside.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Paul. There's Young with the 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Vassell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Johnson a screen on Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Hunter against Johnson. Hunter in the post. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 3. With the drive. Good D by Okongwu.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. Young finds Okongwu. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Knocked away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. Left side Paul. He takes it in. Atlanta with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Young. Yes!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
San Antonio again can't hit. Outside Johnson. Hauled in by Paul. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road. Allie, thank you as always.
Thank you for your
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Stan.
2K Sports with Greg. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. The wingman is Sharp and Thibault. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And for the Spurs, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the 1. Now Simons. Following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. 5 to shoot. Fires away from outside. And it's Simons missing. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And it's Simons missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell, the pass to Paul. Wembanyama, a screen on Simons. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Paul.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Simons. Portland no good that time either. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wembanyama outside. To Zohan. Wembanyama against Ayton. And it's Victor Wembanyama with the 3. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far. Simons against Vassell. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, that last 3 went in, and Sharp just had to go and get one of his own in response.
The drive by Paul. Vassell outside. Zohan with the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on 8. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Now, here's Simons. The shake and the slam dunk by Simons.
Boy, Simons' athleticism, so quick off the floor.
And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. Wembanyama, a screen on Simons. Paul kicks to Vassell. And here they come. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance. It saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Portland trailing here. Abel on the wing, defended by Paul. Now, here's Thibault. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Grant. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ball against Simon. Zohan with the screen. Ball passes to Zohan. And stolen by Ayton. inside. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, seeing Jeremy Grant at his size getting out on the break in full sprint, collecting and finishing.
Paul surveying the floor. To the paint, and stolen by Thibault. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant on the wing. Defended by Sohan. Outside, Simons. Pass to Thibault. Back to Simons. Traps in the tray.
Anthony Simons.
Simons has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, ending the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Uses the glass to finish the lead. Grant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possessions. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Grant finds Simons. Kicks it out to Grant. Pocket 4. Grant sets a screen for Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Paul against Simons. Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
Paul against Simon. Paul passes to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Simons against Paul. Now Sharp, 7 points in the game.
Whether you're new to the league like Sharp or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
Sohan with the screen. Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Ayton, and the layup's good off the glass. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Paul, and a missed layup. The Trailblazers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Paul. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Sohan. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Sohan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. A 3 from Wembanyama. He can't hit that time. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 14. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
When I look at San Antonio, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Spurs.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes.
And that's all for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Henderson. Walker out there with Williams. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Williams gets the bucket. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Henderson looking it over. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Hey, you see how Williams gets his points. So many of them come off of teammates' missed shots.
Barnes finds Collins. Here's Jones. Collins, a screen on Henderson. Jones, the pass to Collins. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has got his first 2 points of the night. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Outside, Avdia. Williams sets a screen for Avdia. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's tipped. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Good on the bucket.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Henderson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Kamare. The kick out to Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
To the inside. Here's Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Henderson. Outside, Avdia. The 3. No good there. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Shoots over Walker, and it comes off the front of the rim. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Avdia. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Avdia.
Good recognition from the big man, Williams. Solid at realizing when the D has overcommitted.
Here's Jones. Collins trying to break free. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. No scoring in this one. And then Henderson with the dunk.
When it comes to Scoot Henderson, his handles and his speed with the ball, those may be his best attributes.
Here's Branham, defended by Avdia. Barnes. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. And finished off by Avdia.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Jones, the pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Count it. Mamu Kalashvili has got 4 points in the quarter.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Henderson kicks to Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Already a gifted passer. Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Spurs trail by 18. Outside, Jones. Inside, here's Mamu Kalashvili. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sharp. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's Portland. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
Vassell with it, now guarded by Ayton. Here's Thibault. Pass to Sharp. And stolen by Wembanyama. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. A nice shot by Sohan.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Sharp finds Simons. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And the dunk by Grant.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Simons against Paul. Wembanyama, a screen on Simon. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar. So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Johnson against Simon. For 3, drills the three-pointer.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he could be lethal.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. And the slam dunk by Simons.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Johnson with a screen on Simon.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Sohan.
2 minutes.
Second chance shot. Wembanyama. And he converts the layup. Wembanyama has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Simons from outside. That's down the hatch. Knocks 1 more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Simons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And Portland with the ball. Here's Sharp going inside.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
Wembanyama outside. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Vassell. Al Paul. Spurs passing it around. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama, no good. Sharp with it. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.
Grant, every... has the same goal right now, and that's to have a strong start to the season.
No question, BA. And that could be tough to achieve for teams that might have a new coach. Or if you had a lot of roster changes, teams with continuity tend to have the advantage to start the season.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharp teams with Thibault on the perimeter, and it's Simons in at the point.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Young, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Driving in, the kick to Hunter. Outside Bogdanovich. There's Young with the three. He can't get it to go.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Simons. Crafty move. The shot comes out. Good D by Bogdanovich. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction. And BA, if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Sharp. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
One guy here this evening, Shaedon Sharp. Incredibly talented, Stan.
Hey, Brian, you talk about a guy with potentially a very high ceiling. He's got all the physical tools you need. His skills are improving. He's still young and still putting it together.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Sharp finds Simons. Nice move. Oh, my goodness.
What a dunk.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Hunter on the wing. Back to Young. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bogdanovich on the wing. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Simons up top. He's got 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Thibault against Young. Okongwu, a screen on Thibault. And Young, here we go. The kick out to Johnson. Young, the pass to Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Tries again. Puts the move on. And it's good on the layup. Bogdanovich has gotten his third basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. The kick to Hunter from outside the arc. He buries it from three. And that ties it up.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off the shot.
Here's Simons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's got 6. Okongwu, a screen on Thibault. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons got 14 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Young with a screen on Grant. Now here's Okongwu. There's the triple, and the Hawks with another 3.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Atlanta on top, leading by a... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
Their backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the 3, small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. On the wing, Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that home.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game.
Team first.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. There's Young with the 3.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
They get it back. Okongwu with the bucket. Okongwu's got 9.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Here's Simons, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, it took Simons some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Picked up by Okongwu. Young against Thybulle, the kick to Hunter. Okongwu, a screen on Sharp. And finished off by Hunter.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Hawks trail by 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Okongwu, a screen on Simons. Johnson on the wing. There's the screen by Johnson. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Yeah, Young's playmaking is very reliable. He's got impressive vision.
Young against Simons. Now Young with a steal. They push it up 4 on 3. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Thybulle. Takes it inside, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Okongwu, a screen on Thybulle, and Young, here we go. Fearless from Young inside.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Right side, Bogdanovic. Back to Young. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
It's Sharp with the drive. Shakes him. No luck on that one. Good D by Bogdanovic. Young looking over the floor. Here goes Trae. Yep, that one goes. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
There's Simons with a 3. No good. 8 for 11 from the floor now. Outside Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for...
I think for Atlanta, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, and focusing back in on the Hawks. They're in a tight one.
Sometimes we overlook it, but the defense has been stingy tonight.
Glad you could join us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Scoot Henderson. Also Abdia out there. Williams is out there with Walker. And it's Kamare in at the power forward. Abdia. Capella with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals, and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Matthews passes to Nance. Nance with a screen on Avdia. Back to Nance. And that one comes up a bit short. Portland trailing here. It's Williams, high post. To the right side. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the two areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Yes, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Pass to Capella. Here's Matthews. Gets the three to fall. Matthews got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
Here's Henderson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
Pass to Nance. Nance, the screen. Here's Matthews. Back to Nance. Good work there as it goes. Nance has gotten his first points in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Henderson. The D's right on him. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Nance with a screen on Henderson. Back to Nance. Beyond the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young. Added a top 3 pick in Scoot Henderson. They've been piling up young talent in the Rose City, and now it's all about development. Those players have got to get better. They've got to get good habits. They've just got to continue to grow.
1:02 left in the third quarter. Pass to Kamari. Driving to the basket. He gets it in there. Kamari's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Daniels passes to Matthews. Back to Daniels. Oh, Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
Pass to Kamari. From downtown, knocks down the long J. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Now Capella. Williams defending. Capella, the pass to Matthews. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Matthews. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Henderson for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Ayton. Here he goes. And Ayton with the stuff.
Playing with serious aggression. DeAndre Ayton. This team would love to see more of that.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Thibault. Back to Simons. Outside Thibault. Over to the left wing. The 3 from Ayton. The rebound by Atlanta. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Portland on D. And here's Young.
And Grant, a quality two-way player with a tremendous defensive effort.
And a nice finish on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Bogdanovich from long range. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Sharp. Pass to Thybulle. That one goes. Count it. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Young against Thybulle. And Young, here we go. Hunter on the wing. Young with a screen on Sharp. Outside Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. He's covered by Ayton. Shot clock at 6. There's the screen by Johnson. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And Atlanta misses again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sharp, no good. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Young from long range. Kept alive by Atlanta. Okongwu, the pass to Young. From behind the arc. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next 3.
Here's Simons. It's Sharp on the wing. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Grant with it, and it's Young picking him up. On the wing, Simons. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
Hawks trail by 12. Bogdanovich finds Young. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Hunter, a screen on Thybulle. Here's Young. A rack attack from Young.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Trailblazers lead by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Trailblazers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Simons.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Young against Simons. Okongwu with the rebound. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
Young with the bucket. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Here are the Blazers with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Sharp, no good. Outside Young. Here's the three. That shot, no good. And so Portland takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. All right, Alec, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. With Grant Hill.
action on 2. Sports. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And for that Thunder game, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Hawks, Young and Bogdanovic are the guards. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Now here's Johnson after Clint Capella's miss. Wembanyama, a screen on Hunter, and slam dunk by Johnson.
Uh-oh, Johnson, a little extra sauce, okay.
It's Bogdanovic on the wing, covered by Vassell. Bogdanovic passes to Hunter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Young with the ball. Chris Paul covering. 2 points. That one goes.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. He gets that one. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Wembanyama. Johnson kicks to Paul. Beyond the arc. Goes back up. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Johnson against Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson dishes the ball. Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Johnson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Young against Wembanyama. Johnson in the corner. Wembanyama passes to Paul. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Hawks leading, and with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Nothing on the board. Shoots over Vassell. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's Johnson with the jam.
You know, after the pit, good job igniting the fast break. Young is a catalyst in so many ways.
Paul, no one around him. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
High, arcing shot. That one good for 2. Young's got 7.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitation.
And Paul gets it to go in.
You know what he wants? He wants to attack, and then guess what? He wants to attack some more. This man was born to go to the rim.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Johnson outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Johnson with a screen on Paul. And Young kicks to Hunter. Over Johnson. Hunter no good. Paul looking over the floor. Tie game in Atlanta. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And it's Sohan missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A nice shot by Young.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Bogdanovich. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And it's good, 2 points. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Sohan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Now here's Johnson. Following the missed shot by Bogdanovich. Pushing it up. The kick out to Young. For the 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Paul with the 3. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Doesn't come back and fire threes very often. Paul answers that time.
Young pass to Hunter. Young against Paul. It's Young on the wing. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The shot's good. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
Defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for help.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Paul with the 3. That shot is off. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Bogdanovich inside. Covered by Vassell. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Spurs. Young left side. Capella inside. Wembanyama on him. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Johnson kicks to Young. Johnson sets the screen for Young. The second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Young's got 16.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Paul outside. Here he goes. It's good. 12 points for him. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson with a screen on Paul. And Young, here we go. Can't hit from in close. Spurs trail by 3. Vassell outside. Here's Sohan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He goes on Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Spurs have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. It's up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hawks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it go.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
You know, right now for the Hawks, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I like how they've been eating the glass, figuratively. No one.
And that's all for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Collins. Jones is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward position. Oh, Nance in position. The shot, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
There's the pick. Here's Branham. And that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? How do you think the game has changed since he retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Here's Barnes. Second shot opportunity. Atlanta with the rebound.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Nance outside. Pass to Okongwu. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Matthews. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 7-point Atlanta lead.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Now here's Jones. He's covered by Daniels. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Atlanta on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Matthews passes to Okongwu. Nance sets a screen for Matthews. Pass to Rizichet. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Daniels from outside. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 7. Now here's Barnes. Nance with some nice D. It's Matthews on the wing. And here is Okongwu. Pass to Nance. Now Rizichet. The Hawks working the ball around. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And this kid, Rizichet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Here's Atlanta. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And the rejection by Collins. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. And I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Larry Nance Jr.
To the middle. Here's Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
Here is Daniels, defended by Jones. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So it's the Hawks now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Rizichet wide open. No good on the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Vassell lays it up off the glass.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Matthews, a screen on Vassell. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Rizichet. Outside Matthews. Crafty move. He takes it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been there. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Vassell against Bogdanovich. Hunter kicks to Young. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Hunter. Young, right side. Over Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Fourth quarter, still Young, just over a minute play. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Atlanta leading by 12. Young inside. Covered by Johnson. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. Oh, good on the 3.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Paul's shot is off. Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bogdanovich dishes to Johnson. Pass to Young. Hunter with a screen on Vassell. Now, here's Hunter. Covered by Johnson. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Paul with the ball. Shoots the 3. Cranes the 3-pointer.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
And here's Young from the arc. Some solid D from Paul.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's Johnson. Back to Hunter. Young looking it over. And he makes good on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Wembanyama, a screen on Young. Paul for 3, sinks the 3-pointer.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Young. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Sohan. Pass to Paul. Front past the arc. Rebounded by Capella. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Atlanta.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Young's shot is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Assist from Chris Paul.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the home team. All right, DA, thanks again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
Not to love about opening day, Grant. Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Now here's Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Thibault. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Here's Grant. Outside Sharp. Back to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Sharp against Johnson. And that one's good. Sharp.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon. I mean, he's just so electric. Simon's putting on a show.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. 4-point game. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the night. That's good from Paul. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Now here's Sohan to the inside. Wembanyama. Second shot opportunity. Johnson on the wing. It's stolen by Thibault. On the break. And there's Aiden on the assist from Sharp.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Thibault against Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Thibault. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Sharp. Thibault on the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Wembanyama, screen on Thibault. Paul for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outside Thibault. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Paul against Thibault. Thibault with the board. Trailblazers lead by 7. Down low. Back to Sharp. Rips it home off a terrific move.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Spurs trail by 9. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Sharp. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sharp's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Here's Simons following the bucket by the Spurs. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 9. For 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Simons against Paul. Simons, right side. Outside Sharp. Out to Simons. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Thibault passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
They've controlled the paint so far, but that's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's Portland closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the 1. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
That's good from Grant on the assist from Sharp. Sharp's got 4 assists now tonight.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Paul passes to Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Sohan. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Sohan's got his first points of the night. Here's Simons, 15 in his last outing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The guard rising up, Simons, with some thunder of his own.
Outside Paul. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in a game is add more time to the clock.
Here's Simons. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, BA, can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
Simon's shot is good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Picked up by Sohan. Vassell passes to Sohan. Outside Paul. Takes a 3. Simons with a rebound. Trailblazers lead by 15. Ayton, a screen on Vassell. There's Simons with a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Wembanyama, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. The Spurs, second.
Well, last year these guys were coached to share the basketball, keep making the extra pass until someone got a good look. They always talk about good to great. They're a prime example.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Paul with it. Now Sharp defending. Pass to Vassell. Back to Paul. Sohan outside. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Thibault. Now the Blazers moving it up. And he lobs it up.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
To win the cold spell. And it's Sohan off the drive. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Sharp against Johnson. Simons outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 17. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Thibault against Paul. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Thibault against Paul. Outside Wembanyama. There's the 3. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Left side Sharp. And that one is hammered home.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Portland ahead. They lead by 18. Well, now we have some. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
Well, right now for the Spurs, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Trailblazers. And that's a wrap on.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
We've got Walker, Denny Avdia out there with Scoot Henderson. And it's Williams, and it's Kamare in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Here's Henderson. That's tipped and stolen by Jones. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Williams grabs the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Henderson scanning the floor. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Jones up top, defended by Henderson. The shot's good. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Count it.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Henderson for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
For a young guard like Scoot Henderson, you want him to continue to take threes and get more comfortable with that line.
To the paint. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Collins. Jones has got 6.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Henderson for 3. The shot no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Barnes. Oh, Williams with the block.
Oh, electric shot blocking from the Time Lord.
Here's Henderson. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. 10 points for him.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Barnes passes to Mamukelashvili. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
It's Walker on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, look at that rim after that Williams jam. It's still swaying.
Collins passes to Barnes. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Now, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Off the outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. I mean, this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Henderson outside. And he dunks it down.
And Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Collins passes to Barnes. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And he gets that one. Barnes has gotten his 2nd bucket. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. The 3. Counted from distance.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Pass to Collins. Here's Branham. 23 seconds left in the third quarter here.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Henderson against Jones. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Mamukelashvili. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the 1. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Simons with a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. 3-pointer Sharp. Rebound by San Antonio. Sohan with the ball. Picked up by Grant. Outside Paul. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
There's Simons with a 3. Portland again missing. Simons gone 1 of 5 from 3-point territory. Here's Sohan. Banked it in off the glass.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his blade. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. For San Antonio, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Thibault.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Sharp, no good. Well, the Spurs shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Trailblazers have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Simon.
Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Thibault against Paul. To the middle. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's what Paul does best, giving his man a great scoring opportunity.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
Inside, stolen by Ayton.
2 minutes in the game.
Paul against Thibault. Jacks up a 3. Sohan with a rebound. The Spurs have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Ayton, and he makes it on the layup.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Simons against Paul. Outside Sharp from the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Trailblazers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Simons.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Wembanyama, screen on Thibault. The kick out to Johnson. 24 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's go with a 3. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offense.
It's NBA. Opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Young against Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's Johnson. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Bogdanovich, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years. Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Oh, what a jam! Simon!
Some guts. Simon's finishing with strength.
Hunter kicks to Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. To Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Over Thibault. Young's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Here's Capella. The Blazers getting the bucket. Pass to Hunter. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. It's Young on the wing. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Anthony Simons flying high to finish that one.
And coach, this guy, Matisse Thybulle, he really changes what you can do on offense with this defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive. A great word to use.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. Boy, it takes skill to win these and one opportunities.
We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaden Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
So it's Portland now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Simons kicks to Grant. Simons against Young. Simons, the pass to Grant. Misses the three. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Sharp with it, guarded by Hunter. Thibault finds Ayton. It's deflected. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the call on Matisse Thibault. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Capella with a screen on Simon. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And stolen by Thibault.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And it's Simons missing. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
On the court for Atlanta. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Young in at the point. A unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas. As a head coach, he's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Now, here's Grant. After the miss from Trae Young. And stolen by Hunter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. The Hawks trail by 6. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Young. Pass to Capella.
Well, when Ayton's coming at you with that size, it changes your shot.
Here's Grant and the dunk by Grant.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is Young. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Capella. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
Simons with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Simons. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, it's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Sharp. 6 points for him. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
An even 3-on-3 break. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hunter. And here is Capella. Back to Hunter. The 3-ball. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Good on the 3-point shot. Bogdanovich has got 8.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume 3-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
Here's Simons. Atlanta with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
Sharp against Bogdanovich. Here's Simons. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. And stolen by Thibault. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Sharp's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland. Screen by Capella. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And stolen by Ayton. Here's Sharp. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And the first half is now in the books. Trailblazers lead by 11. A chance now to send it over to Dave. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome, everybody.
No sloppy passes, no easy giveaways, no big mistakes. They're keeping it tight like Kenny Pants over there, Ernie.
And now, not a bad time to take. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Avdia is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Jabari Walker. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 6 to shoot. Here's Avdia. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Avdia's got his first basket of the night. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Here's Kamare. Pass to Walker. Now here's Henderson. Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks trail by 15. Matthews scanning the floor. Here is Nance. Okongwu finds Matthews. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Rizachet. Now here's Matthews. Guarded by Walker. Kept alive. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. Nance outside. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Nance. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Matthews against Walker, and Walker throws it down.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Daniels dishes to Nance. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And there's the call on Rizachet. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Williams. The kick out to Walker. 5 to shoot. Williams sets a screen for Walker and finished off by Walker.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. 1:46 left in the third quarter. That one, no good.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And Nance kicks to Daniels. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Here's Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And there's the call on Rizachet. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here's Portland. At one point, they led by 16. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Kamare. The kick out to Williams. Just 3 to shoot. Another shot. Matthews against Walker. The kick out to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Here is Daniels. Henderson defending. And that one's good. Daniels. Daniels has got his third bucket of the night.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Henderson outside. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. And So it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They lead by 11. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And Young, here we go. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Capella with a screen on Simon. Back to Capella. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And 11 points for Trae Young.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Simons. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Well, it took Simon some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Deflects the pass. Hunter, the pass to Young. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sharp against Hunter. Pass to Thibault. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Count it. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
Simons surveying the D. 3-pointer. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 13. Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Capella sends it back.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master.
No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 13. Simons with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
And a deep 3 from Young. The Hawks again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win
for the Trailblazers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Simon.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Young pass to Johnson. Here's Hunter, defended by Sharp. Hunter down low. Ayton's there. Hunter no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bible finds Sharp. A 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And here's Young. Johnson with a screen on Simon. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you